Good match. Get hyped, get excited, because we are about to find out who is going to make it to the grand finals of the Starcraft Master tournament. Who kicks ass with not just one race, but all of them. Down here in the bottom right hand side, in the pink, playing as Protoss, an absolute legend within her own right, known for her Mutalisk play, known for her creep spread, but also for her ability to beat the absolute best players in the world with her off race. She is Scarlett. And up here on the top left-hand side of the map, oh, in the red, the Zerg, it is Reynor. Now, it's on Central. Is ping okay? Or, one remake? Okay. So even though I selected US East, lately the servers have been really janky. It's decided to host it on Central. Hopefully, Reynor says it's fine for me. Doesn't matter. Fair enough. We're going to be alternating, of course, US East and the European server. Every game we're going to hop servers. This is how we try to make this as fair as possible. Yeah, both players have been super chill with this. Guys, if you want to watch, Scarlett, I believe, has started her stream as well. So please do get that multi-Twitch going. EMC2's already gone ahead and done that. Triple Hits, can you edit the multi-link for me and throw that link in so you can actually watch from Scarlett's viewpoint as well as she plays this out. So Scarlett was really cool. She was dropping by yesterday and actually telling us how good Reynor's Terran was. She was telling him she's seen his Terran beat Namshar and like the other top level Zergs, and he looks just incredibly good. He crushed Special yesterday. I mean, Special just did a lot of Zerg all-ins, don't get me wrong. He was like, Zerg, Baneling Bust, Zerg, Roach Burrow Rush. And Reynor was scouting it and shutting it down, but this is going to be a different test. I think it's good for Reynor to start out here with his Zerg. You know, obviously his strongest race, the race he almost made it to the top 8 of GSL with recently. He almost beat Maru there as well. And that was amazing. Yes, guys, we are casting this series live. The next semis will be off replays, but thankfully Reynor and Scarlett are both being very accommodating. They actually said, hey, we were going to play, but you know what, Pig? It'd be more exciting if you cast it live. And I was like, aren't you a bunch of beautiful pro gamer fans? You know, they're such fans of the game. They want you guys to be able to cheer for them live as well. And hopefully we get to see a little bit of attitude from both players throughout this series. Looks like an early Zealot here. Of course, Scarlett did open up with a very economic build. I think it was Nexus first, right? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. And she kind of scouted like after Nexus, then Gate, then Scout, I think it was. Scarlett loves her greedy Protoss openings. She knows how weak 12 pool is, I believe, as a Zerg player, so she just likes to do that. And, woo, very fast Robo. Straight into Twilight. Fascinating. This looks like a charge lot all in, guys. Diego, Kelazur, managed to take a map off TLO's Zerg with this yesterday, and I mean, you want a build which is kind of a quote-unquote easy win against someone's Zerg. I mean, charge lots, yeah, there's some micro, there's some execution involved, but it's not really the hardest all-in to execute, and it's quite easy to hide. This Overlord already deep in the red. It does retreat to this pervert pillar, but it's not going to be able to get in there to scout. And against the Nexus first especially, it's very hard to tell what the hell is going on. So notice this Overlord at least can perv on the gases, and that's useful. That's very useful. But there's Immortals on the way, charges on the way, extra gateways. And indeed, this is not the version of the all-in we saw TLO attempt, where he stopped at like 26 workers, didn't make Immortals, and just went for the fastest possible charge lot all-in. This is the one that really packs a punch with those Immortals. Very good for clearing up Roaches, but Reynor on the other side of things looks like he is not focused on Roach tech. Oh, there we go. Okay, 4-minute Roach Warren does go down, but he's got that very quick lair, very fast Evo chamber. Not really what you want against this, but notice he's already setting up a wall, and no doubt Reynor's going to use this as a point to retreat to against the potential charge lot attack to choke up those Zealots, get them stuck behind each other. He's also got a bunch of Zerglings on this side of the map as well. Already up at 38 drones is young Reynor. 18 more Zerglings on the way. Now that's interesting. Zerglings not what you want against a charge lot Immortal. I think Reynor here is kind of just saying, look, these are a good utility unit. They're a good counterattack unit. He might be able to just surround these first few units. That Warp Prism is on its way out across the map with these units. The moment a Zealot Warp in comes in, though, I think Reynor's in trouble. trouble. He's building roaches right now. He's stopped at 36 drones. I mean, he's not over-droning at all. He's playing this very safe. I think Reynor realizes exactly what he's up against. He sees that gas is not mining, and that's the only tell he needs. He's like, Scarlett, I know what you're doing. You are trying to go all in right now, and there is no way that's going to work versus me. I'm making roaches. Look, he's got another Evo chamber, creating that wall off we talked about earlier. But there's already a lot of zealots here. The real problem is just how low Reynor is on workers, and normally that's a problem for the Zerg. In this case, it's a problem for the Protoss. Scarlett is going to struggle really hard to break Reynor. I feel like she's got to queue up probes and macro out of this. I don't think she can break this. Look at those roaches! A bunch of Hodor roaches in the wall over there, just holding out the horde of undead zealots. I mean, Scarlett here, she's trying to go full Night King on his ass, but it's okay. She gets the angle. She gets the angle. Down at the wall, though, she's being held. Those zealots have been taken out. The Queen's pulling back to the choke point. Reynor here with some flawless defensive positioning. Scarlett's not able to find the angle. She's not able to find the damage. Reynor here just setting up so well. Those Queens keep gathering energy. More and more transfusers stacking up over time. The Roaches and Lings once again stacking up on the ramp. The Zealots are not able to close with these units. Reynor pulling back on all sides. That Immortal getting dangerously low. The Lings get the wraparound, and it does get sniped down. Reynor with some incredible control. He's going to pull back to the mineral line. He still doesn't have that many Roaches and Queens together, but the Zealot count is dwindling, and I don't think there's another warp in for a while. The Roaches in the mineral line starting to go down. There's still a few Roaches trickling in, and those 4 Roaches from the right-hand side should seal the deal. A transfuse goes down at the last second. I mean, this is just such great micro here from Reynor. The Zealots keep coming in, though. Oh, my lord. They're actually starting to kill some workers. All the drones have been pulled off the line here. Scarlett, so powerful with this all in. I don't think it's going to be enough. She's starting to probe up behind this, though. And the Roaches finally consolidating their numbers and shutting this down. Scarlett's going to have to back away. 39 supply to 65. The real problem here, even though it's a small worker lead for Scarlett, is the fact she has no gas behind this. She's just put back on gas mining on multiple gas geysers. She's only now reprobing. She doesn't have any upgrades. And while she does have a Twilight and Charge, that's about all she's got. The Warp Prism's going to look for more damage. But Reynor has this abundance of army right now. Pack of Roaches in the main, Pack of Roaches in the natural. Double Evo for upgrades later on. Doesn't want those for a while. Obviously needs to recover the drone count. Is even adding that Roach speed upgrade as well, though. Scarlett's Protoss is absolutely smashing it. And here we go. Zealots coming in on that base as well. Not going to get any damage just yet. Immortals are starting to pop out back at home. There's a sentry as well. Very slowly going to tickle the ass of that Overlord. Yep. Okay. I think that Overlord is actually going to get out of there. We'll go check in on that. For now, this Warp Prism is just trying to create threat. And that's good. That's good for Scarlett because it does allow her to, you know, rebuild her Immortal count. She's building sentries, Zealots. This Warp Prism is like, okay, you finally got a Queen out on your 3rd. I better leave. It's going to fly away for now. That Overlord did survive, of course. 60 hit points remaining on it. And right now, both players locked in a bit of a standstill. For Scarlett, she's absolutely got to take a 3rd in this scenario, even if she doesn't probe it up that much. If she doesn't get a 3rd down, it's just too easy for Reynor to win this game already. Reynor's got great vision with this Overlord. This one pervert is giving him so much comfort in this game. All it takes is one watchy boy, just in the shadows, just kind of like seeing everything that's going on, and bam, he knows what's up. He knows what's going on. Meanwhile, it looks like a Bile or just a few Queens did hit that Warp Prism. That Overlord does go down. More Immortals on the way, and that's important. That's Scarlett's advantage here, is Immortal tech. I also do like that she's got the Force Fields as well. This Warp Prism over on the right-hand side, I think she might be realizing there's a big attack coming. A lot of Roaches with speed, a lot of Zerglings as well. Not many Ravagers, though. And there is a Spire dropping behind this. Reynor wants to create problems for Scarlett while tech switching into the air. The Zealot's getting a little bit far ahead of this army. Look at this micro from Reynor. He says, I can engage those Zealots away from your force. Scarlett a little bit slow to pull those Zealots back to the Immortals and Sentries. The way you want to engage with this army as Protoss is you want to pull your Zealots behind your army. And when your opponent engages on your long-range Immortals and Sentries, that's when your Zealots engage. If you engage just kind of willy-nilly with an attack move, willy-nilly, isn't that the greatest saying? Then your Zealots will just kind of run ahead, and we saw Reynor shutting that down pretty well. A good micro, though, by Scarlett. She's creating threat with this constantly. and just kind of building up at home. She has a crazy amount of force fields. 4 immortals, a lot of zealots. I mean, she's building a lot of probes right now. She's building a battery on the 3rd. I feel like she's got to go for a big attack, though. I mean, she doesn't have scouting. She hasn't been hallucinating. And you're either hallucinating and building stargates for those mutas right now, or you're doing a big decisive push. And it looks like a big decisive push is going to be her answer, but there's nothing in the natural wall. Oh no. Reynor with his trademark backstabs, always looking for the run by, always looking for the harassment. A recall in the top right. That's a nice recall, actually. A few zealots are going to come in. Oh, Hodor roaches again. Reynor, the hero of Hodor roaches, but the prism, of course, was going to ferry the zealots to the other side of that. Said it doesn't matter if I've got my own fly prism thingamajig. Those roaches are going to run home. And Scarlett here, she's going to back off through the middle of the map, but she hasn't been hallucinating. She doesn't know that that spire is finished. She's forced a ton of ravages out though. So funnily enough, even by faking the push, she's actually pushed Reynor away from being able to make the 10 or 12 mutas. He's only now starting 6 mutalisks. And I think Scarlett's still prepared for this push. A lot of force fields as well as some Archons. There's still a chance to push through. It's just going to be very tough because Reynor really has identified the sort of game he's in. He said, this is a low economy game where you are going to feel forced to push me. If you don't push me and you keep just building that Immortal Archon count up, yes, my roaches become crap. But you know what? You need to push me. I'm going into Mutalisks. You absolutely need to push me. You can't just screw around. And oh my lord, the prism's getting caught. Oh no, a huge loss there. If she can't warp in the fight, Scarlett's going to be in big trouble, and indeed she will not be able to. The Mutalisks do take down that warp prism. That's a lot of zealots. Yeah, she's got to use this army together in tandem. The zealots are going to go for that 4th base there. The mutas, of course, diving across the map. That hatchery does go down. The zealots are going to go left. The roaches are splitting quite well, but actually those Evo chambers creating a wall here. Reynor doing incredibly well, and at the same time, mutas going in there. The shield battery is going to buy a little bit of time. Once again, Hodor roaches blocking that ramp on the south side. You can see those zealots are starting to get some decent surface area, some good force fields, but are they good enough? Actually, Reynor headbutting through. I think the force fields were just a little bit slow, but she's got a lot more energy. She's lost her Archons though. That's the problem. She's lost a little bit too much firepower there, trying to multitask. The zealots on the left-hand side went down as well. These immortals going down, getting overpowered. She needed pristine force fields, but Reynor just jumped on top of her while multitasking the mutas to distract at home, and those mutas have rotated there into the main base, and he's gonna clean that one up. Takes game number 1. Does Reynor with the 1-0 lead. GG, well played there. I mean, not really against our expectations necessarily. Obviously, Reynor there with a great read, stopping at 36 drones versus a Chargelet all-in on 33 probes. Like, that's as safe as you can go, and Scarlett still almost cracked through. So, hats off there to both players for showing us a good game 1. And next map, guys, is going to be 16-bit. So, 16-bit, let's find out what the matchup is. Remember, guys, on the last one, Scarlett was the first letter. This time, we'll make Reynor the first letter. Why not? We're just going to spin the wheel and see what matchup it is. Reynor is the first letter in the matchup. And spin. What are we going to get? Oh, Zerg versus Zerg. Alright, we're going to get main race versus main race already. Alright. Okay. So, we're going to go over to EU now. I do apologize. There's going to be about a minute or 2 of downtime between each match while we get each lobby up. I'll try to keep it down to the bare minimum, but it should be good. Straight into a Zerg versus Zerg. We're getting the very action-packed games. Oh no, I've got achievement notifications spam. Whoa, what is this background? Is that new? I don't even remember seeing this one before. Whoa. Oh, it's a Nova one. I think I had this turned off when this one first came out. Damn, she gonna snipe that statue down there. Wow, Nova's a badass. Okay, can we... It's just... Yeah, alright. Sorry, guys. I haven't logged onto EU for a while, so it's gonna... I'm very excited to get all these notifications. That's great, but... You know what else is great? Alright. Next map is 16-bit ZVZ. So, Added friend. Okay. That's nice and all. Let me host my map. 16-bit. So EU's just lagging a little bit. We'll get there in a sec, guys. I think Twitch is broken right now. People can't open new streams, says Scarlett. Oh, really? What the fuck? Some are saying it's fixed now. Oh, sweet. Ah, okay. I did not realize. So apparently people were struggling to open new streams. That's always a shame, but it is working now. Which is cool. All right. Here we go. Come on, baby. I wanna host on the Game Heart mod. John Prince, thank you so much for the 200-bit cheer, my dude. Appreciate that. Did the Game Heart mod work last game? Does anyone know? Do you need to just have the default overlay on if you want to be using the Game Heart? Does anyone know that? Because I'm not sure if it was using pop-ups and stuff in that last game. Okay, we got WCS Game Heart up. Yeah, ZVZ on 16-bit. I very rarely run tournaments myself. Game Heart works with WCS 3.0 or Game Heart overlay in general, says Vandalin. Maybe it was working last game. I'm just so used to it. It was already working then. Because I normally have it on the Game Heart overlay. So I guess it was working. Fair enough. Okay, we're just waiting for Reynor to get in here. And then we'll be hopping into the next one. What was the first matchup? It was Protoss versus Zerg. Scarlett, Protoss, Reynor, Zerg. Because we're playing this one live, we get to spin a wheel for the matchups, which is the best part. All right. Tell me when ready. Tell me when ready, folks. Good luck. Have fun. All right. 16-bit Zerg versus Zerg. Guys, we are already diving into map number 2 here. Reynor managing to shut down the charge lot all in very nicely. He didn't have full confirmation on it, but you know what? I feel like what happened there was maybe players should be committing to that fake gas a little bit more, going both gases on the natural to sell the story, because Reynor stopped at such a low worker count in that last game. Such a low worker count. 36 drones, made a bunch of Zergs, made a bunch of Roaches and Queens. She still managed to kill a few drones, surprisingly enough, and it was just kind of insane, but you know what? He did manage to take the lead. This young man up here in the top right, managing to win with his main versus an off race, but we've seen his off race is amazing as well, so I really can't wait until we see Terran versus Protoss, Terran versus Terran between these two. That is going to be lit. Up here in the top right, representing Exceed Esports, in the red, the 16-year-old Italian prodigy. He is Reynor. The runner-up from WCS Montreal, the man who took Serral to the limits this year. The guy who looked like he was going to take Serral down. Unfortunately, wasn't able to close that out, but great things in the future for this man next year. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, in the pink, the Zerg player, it's Scarlett. Thank you, Alathiel. Anyone else who's at work, shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching while you're at work. And that is amazing. Hatchery does go down here at the front here for Scarlett. Going to be hatch first for both players. On the front bases, of course, this allows you to take a free base in the rear with the gear, as an SCV would put it. We are going to see a pool following that up. So Scarlett looks like she wants to play one of these fast third hatch builds. I would not be surprised if we see third hatch before Overlord. So I think we might see one more drone and then just a 23rd hatch. Keep an eye on this production tab. If she builds an Overlord, then we know she's going to be doing a more standard build. But gas is on the way here for Reynor. So Reynor's going for a more standard hatch gas pool. Now Reynor, Zerg vs Zerg is defined really more than anything by Mutalisks and upgraded Zerglings. And the thing is, this map, it's kind of good for mutas because there's a long distance. It's easy to build some spines to defend a roach push. But it's kind of bad because your opponent's got very easily defendable bases. It's hard to get Zerglings in. There's only one entrance, leading to one very small ramp to access the 3 bases. This is quite easy to defend against Ling run bys. Mutas also can't really pull you around that much. You can very easily get to a 4th there or there and get up that way. And Scarlett, especially with such a big economy boost, of course, she is planning to play straight into Roach Tech with this big economy boost with the 3rd hatchery. That can be very, very good, because if you just get enough economy up and the mutas are like forcing spore crawlers, is really good. If like Scarlett's at 45 drones, she's got to build spores, it sucks for her. But if she's at 65, 70 drones and she has to build spores, she doesn't care. So it's really going to be on Reynor to find a way, if he goes with that style, which I really think he will, because it's how I always see him play ZVZ. I think there's a good chance of it. You know, he's capable of other things, but if he does, I want to see him really just, you know, be very clever with his Ling counter attacks and that sort of stuff, and play this out very well. Of course, it's still early days yet. Ling speed is going to be kicking in about 3 minutes 30, standard timing for Reynor. He's got his own fast 3rd hatch. This is the most typical, straightforward standard play for Reynor. Meanwhile, double gas finishing up there for Scarlett. She's going to go 3 workers, actually 2 on each gas, and then she's going to rally a 3rd on a 2nd later. That efficiency. That efficiency. She gets 1 more load of minerals on those 2 drones and then puts them on so that they're not all just queued behind each other uselessly. Very nice to see. 3 queens are out. A 4th queen is about to pop in the back as well. No spine crawler down. Scarlett's playing this pretty greedy right now. I mean, there could be a flood of Lings coming across, but Scarlett, I guess she's seen the 3rd hatch, but I mean, that's a normal time 3rd. There could still be a Ling flood with that. I guess she's just confident in the wall off on this map. She's thinking about going out to kill the Overlord, but she realizes those queens might be a little bit too far out if she does that. Meanwhile, what does Reynor see? Let's look at his vision. Notice he's got the Overlords kind of spread around. Oh, he sent some Zerglings around. Oh, no. Oh, she has no idea. She has no idea. That Zergling's not even on that tower, but even if it was, I don't think it would see this. Oh no, her queens are out on the map chasing an Overlord, and the Lings enter Scarlett's vision. She sees it at the last second, but her queens are out in the open. She's trying to get to the corner. They need some protection. They need to limit the surface area, but they're both going to get surrounded. And oh no, Reynor here with a huge start with the Zerglings runs in there with just a few Zerglings working their way around the ring of vision. I'm going to go back in the replay afterwards and show you guys exactly what he did there with his vision. Scarlett there, just a little bit lazy on her Overlord positioning. Now, notice the drones are stacking up in the mineral patch. Reynor engages them, but she stacks them up. She's got her own Zerglings out. Great surround there by Reynor. She's trying to go upgraded Zerglings as well, but not able to do it. She's already lost 8 workers. Another queen comes down as well as some slow Zerglings. She's trying to defend, but Reynor has the positioning. He's got the mobility, and his Lings get the surround on the queen. The queen's the real threat. He doesn't quite take it out, though. The slow Zerglings do punish that maneuver. The other Lings rotate onto that, and these Lings go into the main base. Even more drones are falling. Up to 10 workers killed here for Reynor. Scarlett feeling the sting of that turnaround, but she's still got 1-1 on the way. Her Ling speed's almost done. She's going to have her own counter swing of upgraded Zerglings. +1 melee is almost finished for Reynor, but he's building a lot of Zerglings as well, and I think he's actually just going to hit with another wave, and he sees this coming. He's got plenty of warning. He's got his own Baneling Nest on the way as well, which if this fight goes on much longer is going to be great. Roach Warren transition for Scarlett. She's caught up in drones almost. She's only trailing by a few, but oh no, her upgrades aren't quite done. Reynor knows he has the numbers advantage. His melee kicks in, and her upgrades are not quite ready. They're all seconds from finishing, and look at that. Oh my god, that blood trail. That there is the hopes and dreams of Scarlett in this Zerg vs. Zerg. Those Lings needed to do something. She did not think Reynor would have the numbers after losing so many Lings on the offense, but he was preparing for his own +1 melee timing. Now her upgrades kick in, but she's already taken some awful trades in this game. Look at that units lost tab, guys. Yep, he's been more than doubly efficient. And actually, he's still got a crazy Ling advantage right now. He's going to go for the queen. She's trying to fight in a limited area where the space, it works to her advantage. But Reynor goes for the surround. He gets the wraparound. A lot of those Zerglings are trapped behind each other, but it doesn't matter because Banelings are in the mineral line, and that's all he needs. Reynor is going to wrap around these roaches popping out in small numbers. No match for the +1 melee Zerglings. And Reynor with a cheeky maneuver dodges the Overlord vision and wins the game. Often when I'm coaching players, I talk about how Overlord positioning is the most important thing in Zerg vs. Zerg, and I regularly see the best pro gamers in the world lose because their Overlords aren't positioned right. Yet again, we see this. Scarlett there did not have an Overlord on this side. This Overlord obviously can't watch the entire front. Those Lings simply ran around the edge And she just doesn't have any idea of anything coming her way. Meanwhile, I much prefer Reynor's vision. He's got an Overlord watching this path, and he's got an Overlord watching that path. It isn't until this moment that he actually has an opportunity for Scarlett to sneak Lings out. He had full vision across there, whereas Scarlett did not. Reynor went out with that Ling rush. Her queens were caught out on the map, and he just shuts it down. So that is a 2-0 advantage for Reynor. Of course, remember though, Reynor did start out with the main race versus off race match, but he's won the very important main race versus main race match as well now. The next map is going to be Acid Plant, and we're going to spin the wheel to find out the matchup. So this time around, Scarlett is going to be the first letter in the matchup. Let's give the wheel a spin and let's find it out. It's going to be a PvP. All right. PvP is the next match. This is the one where definitely Scarlett, I think, is the favored player. And we're going to have to find out how this one goes. So we're going to hop over to Americas. I'm going to make sure all 3 players have it set to US East. Thank you so much, Jay Dennis, for the $10 tip. Much love for the support as well as John Prince with that 200-bit cheer before. Really appreciate that, guys. Of course, special shout out to Fekver in the chat there, who is the sponsor of this tournament. He's the one who threw up the prize pool. Absolute legend that he is. So make sure you guys set US East as server, since it went central last time. And I will host that up. Let's go. It's Acid Plant. Acid Plant PvP is the matchup. Let them know that. Gonna create that with mod once more. Balance test mod. No, WCS Game Heart mod, not balance test mod. Jeez, I almost hosted that up. That's usually the one mod I use a lot. Thank you so much, Bullia. I appreciate the support. We're gonna be giving those giveaways. 2 BlizzCon virtual tickets, ladies and gents. We're giving those away. Wisecracks, what's up, my man? Thank you so much for the huge $88.88 tip. Oh my god, to buy In Control a shot for me? Oh, for sure. I will 100%. I will make Jeff drink it as well. I'll be like, Jeff, you're fucking drinking this. Wisecracks just gave me money for the most expensive shot of all time. I'm going to make him drink a shot of Hon Caster blood. It's going to be amazing. So thanks for hanging out, Wisecracks. Thank you so much for the huge support. Faircaver with the 100-bit cheers. Thank you so much. Says, hey, let's call this tourney. Hey, advertisers, did you know StarCraft 2 fans have a lot of disposable income? All right. Good luck. Have fun, guys. Thank you so much. John Prince with 100-bit cheer as well. Much love, everybody. Much love. Holy crap. Why aren't you playing this? You're the god at every race, says Sandcrab. That's true. I wanted to give these pro players, as they're called, a chance to maybe win a little bit of money, since I know they're pretty bad at this game, Sandcrab. I didn't want to, it would be a foregone conclusion if I queued in against these players. So I just wanted to make sure of that. So back on point, guys, we are going to be giving away 2 BlizzCon virtual tickets at the end of this series. Let's get that scoreboard up. And already... she says it hosted on Australia. Thank you, BattleNet. BattleNet 2.0, where you control the action. Did it? No, all right, I'm going to invite them to party. BNet 2.0 for the lose. Invite to party, invite to party. It hosted us on Australia, guys. They were just like, no, we're not going to play on Australia, Pig. And I was like, why not, guys? I play with lag all the time. Oh, there we go. Reynor's hosting it up. Never mind. What a legend. What a legend. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out in chat. Just remember, guys, we've got about 30 seconds till the game starts. Just enough time for a little race war. Pokemon versus StarCraft characters. Which game's better? Pretty sure it's StarCraft. Everybody start fighting down here. Get your avatars to attack each other and have a little race war, since that is the most StarCraft thing ever, right? The raffle's not open, guys. We're going to open it at the end of the series. So make sure you hear it. Just as we get to that last game, we'll open the raffle. Or last couple of games. Maybe we might open it there. We'll probably open it right at the exact moment. I don't like to open it too early. referee me, but go when ready. Good luck, have fun. Good job, guys. You know what? Actually, the game's already starting, so I'm just gonna have to nuke all the races with some bombs. Get wrecked. Sorry guys, had to just clear everyone out. Hey, casual gamer in the flame. Thank you very much for the support, my friend. And here we go. It's on Eastern US this time. Good shit. We don't have to remake. Down here in the bottom right-hand side, down 0-2. But I think she's favored in this match, and I think she's about to get a point on the board, or at least I hope she is, because she is a beast. It's Scarlett. And up here in the top left, the young man whose Terran is literally off the chain. I've seen his Protoss look good against Special, but building a wall to stop a Baneling all-in or a Roach all-in, it's not easy, but it didn't show us everything. We don't really know how good his Protoss is. We're about to find out. It's Reynor. The games are live, guys. We are casting this series live. We'll be doing Hero Marine and Keller Zur, the other semifinals, off replays right after this. Luckily, we are doing this one live, though, which is amazing. Amazing rare opportunity to do that, which is always very cool. Very early scout here from Reynor. Doesn't want to take any chances. Wants to see what's up. Meanwhile, Scarlett, she does not like probe scouting. She likes money. Scarlett really likes money. Reynor likes to see what's going on. So he's going to come across very early. I wonder if he fakes a cannon rush here. That's a really nice way to play when you're a little bit behind in a series. And that should be amazing. How's Scarlett's Terran? Scarlett's Terran's very good. Showtime outclassed her a little bit, but his Terran was super sick. So Scarlett's Terran is good, but I think Reynor's is better. I think she's got a chance in TVT versus him, but I think definitely she has the stronger Protoss, he has the stronger Terran, would be my immediate assumption. We'll have to see exactly what goes on in the series, though. Scarlett only now sending her probe out to scout, and both players going for those very standard 2-gate openings. Reynor going to expand to the low ground very early, and of course this allows you to put up a shield battery as required. Scarlett did a little bit of probe harassment, being nice and annoying. Of course, anyone just tuning in, this is the Starcraft Master tournament, where we find out who is the true Starcraft Master. We've had a bracket of 8 pros playing for a prize pool of $2,000 US. And they have to play best of 9 series where we rotate through every single potential matchup. Every single potential matchup, guys. Those adepts coming out. That's funny, actually. I think he missed the double chrono because he didn't quite have 50 energy. So one adept comes out a bit early. Reynor's like, hey, where's the other adept? Get out here. Let's go shade. There we go. That probe's going to go hide on the map as well. Meanwhile, Scarlett is expanding nice and early. Reynor did not see it. It's an early sentry and another sentry. Scarlett playing a heavy sentry style up against the early Stargate of Reynor. Reynor has a nice little Artosis pylon. He's really missing Tasteless. We need a Tasteless right there. Scarlett's going to come in with the probe. She says, ooh, still no expansion. She wants to get in there and scout. Is she going to do it? Is she going to do it? Oh, Reynor doesn't block off. He realized she'd still be able to see the Stargate no matter what. So she is going to spot that Stargate at home, and that Nexus is going to go down as well as that probe being cleared up. Back on this side, though, Reynor is going to get the shade going, and at the very last second, she drops that shield battery. She's got another shield battery going down on the low ground, as well as these Stalkers going to pursue these Adepts. The Adepts there, Reynor going to start taking some damage from these Stalkers. The focus fire is good from Scarlett so far. She's going to, of course, focus on that low hit point Adept, and they are both going to shade out of there for now, but they are bruised, and they are actually going to angle their way back. This is a very ambitious positioning on these Adepts. Actually going to do the backup with the shades. I like that. Just looking for 1 or 2 probes, gets one, doesn't quite get the second one, and there's an Oracle following it up. Both players, as we said, have a Nexus. I wonder what the follow-up is here. It's going to be, yeah, Robo follow-up. Reynor here playing a pretty solid PvP. Hallucination Scout spots that Oracle coming in. There's a shield battery and 2 sentries in that main base. But these probes on the left are a little bit exposed, so we might see Reynor pick up a few probes. Nope, just going to pull back. Plays it very safe at the same time, though. Adepts in the natural. It's a 2-pronged harassment here from young Reynor. And those Adepts recall out just barely. She survives with 4 hit points. Scarlett sees the finished natural of Reynor as well. And both players just locked in a holding pattern of building up. Trying to harass, not really finding any damages. Reynor, Scarlett, of course, on the defense. She's doing great defense. That shield battery saves that probe. This Oracle cannot find any damage. I don't really think this necessarily favors the non-Oracle player, though, you know? A lot of people get too focused on Oracles getting kills. Don't think it actually matters that much. Don't get me wrong, Scarlett's up a couple probes. She's got the blink. That's very nice. But you can always just build another Oracle at some random time, group them up, dive into a mineral line, kill shit. Or when Scarlett's on the map, Oracle can come in, kill 4 or 5 probes over here away from the shield battery. Like, these are all possibilities. Reynor throws a revelation. Scarlett goes over and scouts her own robo for him. She says, yeah, I'll be nice, show you my robo. Nice fast third from Scarlett before taking natural gases. That's a heavy economy build. Reynor gonna spot that third as well. Now, of course, Reynor does not have a Twilight Council up yet. Cannot really be aggressive. He's getting a third gateway. Observers. Good sentry count. But neither player really swinging in right now. Units lost tab still very low on both sides of the map. JGats, thank you so much for that 500-bit cheer. Thank you, guys. I'm going to give some special shout-outs after this map. And thank you all for all of that support. Where's that Twilight Council, guys? I think Reynor is just going to do a big Stalker Sentry Immortal push. It's not going for the Twilight Council yet. Meanwhile, I mean, we've got Blink, Charges on the way, and a Forge is on the way for Scarlett. So Scarlett here really setting herself up nicely. Reynor continuing to keep these Adepts alive all game. There's just something about this kid and harassment units. He just doesn't lose them. He runs them around. He keeps on looking for a nice angle there. And we've got some people in chat requesting the bar get swapped. Oh, it's Control X. Thank you. I was like, yeah, I was asking yesterday and I couldn't remember. Thank you, guys. All right, we'll try and keep it this way. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we'll keep Reynor on the top of the bar so that it's not confusing for y'all. This observer sees these stalkers coming across the map, but I think these units are well positioned to stop this. Do we have an observer out for Scarlett? We do, but it's at home. Meanwhile, this observer of Reynor just patrolling the middle of the map. Twilight Council and a Disruptor Bay. A Robotics Bay going down there for Reynor. One Stalker of Scarlett's does go down. She's looking at pressure here. She wants to create some damage. She's going for the more standard Immortal Charge lot, but it looks like we're probably going to see Stalker Disruptor, or maybe even... When was the last time you guys saw Colossi play? I have not seen Colossi play in PvP in a long time. I remember playing a random game on like Abyssal Reef like a year ago where someone went Colossi versus me and it kind of worked out okay. They're very good versus Zealots. They're just really bad versus Archons and Immortals and whatnot. Ooh, those Stalkers! Oh no! Scarlett's gonna lose a bunch of Stalkers. 4 Stalkers going down there. She's lost all of her presence on the map for just a few probes. Reynor here with very solid defense. Now he's getting his own Forge up. He is starting Disruptor production and a second Robotics here, as well as going for Blink. So he's going to go into that Disruptor Blade. But +1's already almost finished for Scarlett. If she just goes for a big +1 or +2 Immortal Charge Archon, that's going to be huge. Did Scarlett spotted this? She did actually spot the Robotics Support Bay. And the way you play against that is you make sure you always flank. Whenever you're coming in to attack a Disruptor army, you don't clump up into a ball, you flank it, you counterattack, you split your army up. Because when you split up into a lot of engagements, it's very hard for those Disruptors to land the big money shots. And I think Scarlett here with the +2 being chronoed, yeah, she's looking for that +2 timing. She is a little bit supply blocked right now. A few pylons are on the way. She's still got these Stalkers just scouting around. These 2 Adepts, holy crap. 0 kills on both of them, but they just... Oh, actually, I think it's a two fresh Adepts, isn't it? 1 kill, 2 kills. Uh-oh, here we go. Adepts starting to rack up the damage. 3 kills, and they will get a 4th. So not too bad. 2 Adepts for 4 probes. It's an acceptable trade. These 2 Stalkers of Scarlett still being very active, keeping track of Reynor's army. A 4th base on the way for Scarlett. And interestingly, a Stargate. I think she's already thinking about the carrier transition. But... if these Disruptors start pushing, and she's just kind of sitting back defensively, and she hasn't got carriers out yet, that could definitely be problematic. I would really like to see Scarlett be the aggressor, especially if Reynor goes out for a 4th base. These Stalkers going to jump in. She sees the Disruptors. That's what she wanted to see. Okay, let's go to Scarlett's camera. Let's see how she responds. Scarlett here is sending a Warp Prism to the main. She's making more Archons. +2 is almost finished. She's going to add a few more gateways. Remember, her 4th base is already getting close to completed. 4 more gateways. Keep in mind, she has 9. She's going up to 13 gates. She wants to be able to warp in tons of Zealots. She's brought that Warp Prism home, or maybe she lost the Warp Prism that went into the main. She's building another one. I think she lost it. So she's going to send a double Immortal drop off to that side, back on her camera for a few moments longer. More Archons, more Archons. She doesn't have a lot of map vision, and she's sending hallucinations out, but she lost it! She just lost Her immortal drop over there. Those stalkers of Reynor. That observer in the middle of the map spotted it. The stalkers intercepted it, and that's a huge snipe. Reynor has killed so many of her important robo units in the last 30 seconds of this match, and now he's going to push out. He is going to start pushing in to Scarlett's Protoss. She's got Immortals, Archons, and Chargelets. As I said, though, against Disruptors, you can't fight this front on. You've got to flank it. You've got to counterattack, but she's lost her counterattacks finally. There is a new Warp Prism going across the map. It's been spotted as well, though. Look at Reynor's map vision. It's insane. He's sending Stalkers back to this left-hand side. I think Scarlett's going to go straight in the main, but once again, there's units there ready. These Stalkers are going to be able to take down that Prism. Yes, the Zealots do manage to warp in, but a warp-in counter from Reynor should be able to take care of that quite easily. Those Adepts are holding the choke point. Once again, Reynor with his Hodor units. He is just so good at holding the line. He's going to need some more units. He's pushing it on the right-hand side. Scarlett pushing through the middle. She knows she can't fight this army front on. There's just too many balls in that army. And she does not want to be the receiver of a lot of disruption Novas on her army in this game. Her army, oh, she's going to force the recall here. Scarlett pushing in. Where's that recall? It's on the north side. I don't know if she realizes it's there. That's a lot of disruptors. The Purification Novas start to launch out, but actually not really finding their marks at first. They do finally start to hit the units, but actually a lot of those whiffed, and those Zealots on the left-hand side branching into Reynor's base on the right-hand side. The Archons, the Immortals, more Chargelets coming in. These disruptors are starting to cool down, but I feel like Reynor just messed a few too many of those shots. Messed them up. I don't even know what we're saying. It looks like Scarlett might just barely have the numbers. Stalkers, once the game gets down and dirty like this, can't really compete. There's still Zealots up there, a single Zealot fighting against probes. We've got some disruptor shots going out. Oh, a friendly fire disruptor hits Reynor's own Immortal. Oh no. Another disruptor shot goes out. Finally, Reynor's starting to clear the Archons, but I think it might be a little bit late. He's losing so many probes in the process. It's here where the units are spread out. That's where the problem is for Reynor. His robos are even getting knocked down as well. More balls on the backside, but nice dodge by Scarlett. That Archon actually survives, only taking one of the 3 Disruption Novas to the face. More disruptor shots going out, but the Zealots kind of spreading onto them. Those disruptors starting to take damage. The Natural taking massive damage. Ooh, good disruptor shots there. Finally, those disruptors are staying alive. And of course, Reynor trying to regain control of the main base. Remember, behind this, Scarlett lost her 4th, but her first 3 bases are healthy. They are healthy and strong, and 53, 56, 57 workers killed. That's just too many. She'll clean this up eventually. Reynor will. But I don't think that's enough. Yeah, more Zealots warping in. Scarlett's got her 4-3 building. Workers long distance mining. At the same time, oh, there was an Archon down here. An Archon with 31 kills. That is a 31 kill Archon. Make that a 32. A 33 kill Archon. Holy crap. A 34 kill Archon before it does finally go down. 79 worker kills in total. Zealots working on the 3rd. Reynor's trying to hang on here. He's like, these disruptors are a cost-efficient unit. Scarlett's like, yeah, they're going to need to be more than cost-efficient. They're going to need to win you the game because you've got no economy left. The Stalkers of Reynor not quite able to hang on to the next eye. And, you know, Reynor might have the balls, but he hasn't got the victory screen in this one. And, there we go. Yeah, Scarlett here. She's got that Warp Prism the north side of the map. And we've got Void Ray on the way here for Scarlett. I think that's just to stop any Warp Prism counter. And I guess it can stand there and fight Stalkers quite well. We've got a bunch of Archons, bunch of Zealots. And, yeah. These better be the biggest, most fucking just manliest balls you've ever seen. Because they're going to have to kill everything. They're going to have to kill everything. I'd love to see Scarlett keep counterattacking here. Archons are really bad versus Disruptors. But she does have a Mothership, which is nice. A couple of balls take out one Archon. Good start to things. And Zealot warp in on the backside. And that's exactly the sort of move Reynor needs to be going for. One Archon goes forward. A couple of balls take it out very easily. There's so little support. A simple flank of Archons or Zealots will crush this. Reynor's unit's getting caught out. Of course, he's distracted defending his Natural at this point. And, yeah, these Zealots are just so hard to deal with just a few Stalkers. Stalkers have such terrible damage. Such an expensive unit. He's still down at 31 probes versus the 68 worker economy. Scarlett's 4th, still up and healthy. I think, yeah, Scarlett, I mean, she's got a Mothership, Void Ray. She's building a Carrier. She's got a Plasma Shield upgrade. I feel like there's a rule in Scarlett's Protoss play, and it is, I'm just going to keep on upgrading and eventually get to Carriers if the game goes long enough. And you know, She's like, no matter what's happening in the game, I will get to carriers, I will get crazy upgrades, and I will win this game. I don't know what you're talking about, Landrastic. Why does it make you... What? You've never played sports ball? I don't know what you're talking about. Reynor's going to throw a lot of Purification Novas out. Balls to the face of those Archons. Holy crap. Some nice shots by Reynor. But there's nothing to deal with the Void Rays and a couple of Zealots that are left over. I think he's out of shots right now. Indeed, he is. A couple of Zealots on top of him. One of the problems there, of course, is the cloaking. You've got to micro the shots onto the units when they're cloaked because they won't auto-detonate. And there's still a few Immortals left. Most importantly, though, it's the Zealot counters that are winning the game here for Scarlett. She's just, she understands how to take care of this army. You know, it's counterattack elsewhere. Stalkers can't stand up to it. Charge was never upgraded, so there wasn't even the option to get either Glaive Adepts or Charge Zealots for Reynor. So he's really just hasn't had any high-quality unit that can kind of just A-move and deal with these Zealot counterattacks. You know, the ability to make a few Archons in here or a few charge lots of his own would have been very nice to help defend that. But, you know, Scarlett's still way ahead. She's got a 5th on the way. I'd love to see her just continue to get further and further, you know, out on the map and continue to counterattack. She's still got this red hit point War Prism. Reynor's inching along at a casual 500 minerals a minute. His main is almost mined out. His natural's only got a few probes. He's going to do one last desperate thrust. But look at that. He doesn't even know where the units are. He doesn't have the detection. He actually lands a few really nice disruptor shots. But he's down to just 5 disruptors and a little squad of stalkers. Meanwhile, Scarlett's production tab tells the story. She's getting lots of carriers, lots of upgrades, lots of badass units. She's, you know, losing units left and right to these disruptors, but it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. I mean, Reynor can't even see the units at this point. Zealots coming in once more. And Stalkers against Zealots. We keep talking about this because it's just this game in a nutshell is like, well, Reynor just can't deal with counterattacks. He can't deal with the multi-prong. Stasis Trap on the right-hand side is very cute. A couple of disruptors go out. A few more of Scarlett's units go down, but there's just, I don't think there's anything to deal with the Void Rays and the carrier. Bit too much air units. Reynor's gonna have to tap out, and Scarlett gets a point on the board there. GG, well played. Very nice game from Scarlett. I thought she was in trouble, but you know, after he recalled, I think he recalled a few seconds late as Reynor. He needed to get in front of that army and stop it. The moment it split into his natural and his 3rd and his 4th, he was like, oh god, I've got to micro 3 fronts. That game was also on US East, so that was kind of the advantage server for Scarlett, just a little bit as well, which is always shitty. So we're going to hop back over to Europe, of course, for the next game, and we're going to find out that next matchup, guys. Don't forget to hang around. End of the series, we are going to be giving away a BlizzCon Virtual Pass. For now, we are going to spin the wheel for the next matchup. The next map is going to be Dreamcatcher, and the matchup, the first letter in the wheel will be Reynor. Let's give it a spin. First letter is Reynor. Let's see which matchup we get. It's ZVP. We already had that matchup, I believe. I'm pretty sure that was the first game. So I think we're going to need to give that a respin, right? Because it was, I'm trying to just remember the map. It was ZVP. Yeah, that was on Catalyst game 1. So we're going to have to give that a respin, guys. And another respin. We already had ZVP with Reynor as Zerg. All right, Terran versus Protoss. Reynor Terran, Scarlett Protoss. That's what we're looking at. Let's go. Terran versus Protoss. All right. Let's go. TVP, Reynor Terran, Scarlett Protoss on Dreamcatcher. Nice. Nice. This is gonna be lit. I've been waiting for Reynor's Terran versus Scarlett's Protoss. Like this is the match I've been most excited for because she is so strong with Protoss and he is so strong with Terran. Yesterday, while he was playing his match, people were like, "Oh yeah, I hear Reynor's pretty okay with Terran. Sometimes he beats semi-pros." And Scarlett was in the chat yesterday and she was like, "Guys, I've seen him beat Namshar, like, and other players who've made it to top 8 at WCS tournaments, like on ladder regularly with his Terran." So she was really talking up Reynor's Terran yesterday, which is awesome. So really happy to see, you know, she definitely respects his Terran. He respects her Protoss. This is going to be an awesome match. Verkwer is like, that wheel was my idea. Yes, yes. Prize pool is 2,000 USD. Buhajuka. Okay. Scarlett, go toss. Reynor ready. Oh, whoops. Go toss. Okay. Go, go. Good luck. Have fun. All right, we're hopping into that next match, guys. It is a 2-1 lead for Reynor right now. We're getting down to some very important maps. Remember, it's first to 5 wins here in the Starcraft Master tournament. And Dreamcatcher TVP, this is going to be lit. It's going to be so sick. 2,000 USD prize pool. The grand finals is actually going to be played after BlizzCon. We're doing the other semi-final after this one, though. It will be, of course, Hero Marine versus Kelazur. Exclamation mark bracket in the chat if you guys want to look at the bracket. Yesterday's games were insane. Everything will be going up on YouTube at the end of today, guys. And that should be amazing. All right. Thank you very much, John Prince, for the 200-bit cheer. Says this tourney is hype. I'd love to see more like this for the community. I'd absolutely love to as well. I really want to get Lambo in a show match versus the winner of this tournament in the same format because I felt bad that Lambo couldn't play, and he's such a good player. So hopefully we'll see whoever wins this tournament if they can go up against Lambo, since he apparently has very good off-race as well. And I'm sure there's a few others out there. I'd like to get Dark and a few other Koreans that off-race a lot. Anyway, guys, up here in the top left, representing Exceed Esports, the young Italian prodigy, an absolute legend. It is Reynor. You know, it's almost a sad story with Reynor. Holy crap. Sorry, can't talk about his backstory. Down here in the bottom right, in the pink, the Protoss, it's Scarlett. Because there is a barracks right outside her base. Holy crap. I was going to say it's a sad story because Reynor actually had a surprise run and made it to the top 8 of WCS Valencia 2014? 2015. 2016. 2016. Sorry, getting my years mixed up. I met Reynor way back at WCS Valencia 2014, or DreamHack Valencia it was back then, but where he was playing. But no, it was 2016 where he actually made it to the top 8 with a surprise run, running around with his upgraded Zerglings, killing people. He was only 14 back in 2016. He's now 16 and is finally allowed to compete in WCS, and he's absolutely killing it. He's proxying here. Of course, Scarlett's seeing the double gas. She knows what's up, guys. She saw the gas. I'm pretty sure she knows there's another gas. She knows there's a barracks, so she's building a Zealot here very early. She's got that Cybercore in the way. Oh, the bunker in the back. This is such a nasty move. Oh, yep. Okay, it's going to get cancelled. He just forced the reaction. He was like, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. The Zealot's going to go across the map. I like this move as well. Rather than leaving the Zealot at home, the Zealot's going to go across the map and the pylon blocking the full wall off there. Notice there's a gap on either side, so you need 2 full 3x3 structures to wall off, though. At the same time, a Reaper in the main base is coming in. Reynor's going to try and take out some of these probes. There's an Adept on the way, but it's not being chrono boosted. Look at that. Does the circle. Takes a few tasers from those probes, but I think he's going to get even more kills here. He's going for the second kill. He gets it. He's only got 10 hit points, but he is not afraid of anything. Reynor here, he's gonna leave, but no! Gets slapped down. Second Reaper is almost out, but there's a Zealot over here on his side of the map. Reynor wants to wall off, but he can't get it up. Scarlett with the block on the probe, and that allows the Zealot into the base. That Zealot's going to kill a ton of SCVs. Notice how the probe is adding its damage in here. That is so awesome. This probe was doing a little bit of damage as well. The Zealot is going to take out a 4th SCV. 4 SCVs go down, not bad at all. And the Adept, hot on the tail, wants to follow up with more damage. Another pylon. No, it's a shield battery goes down. Scarlett gonna not only block the wall off, but also get some regeneration. She's trying to get in here, and up until that Cyclone gets into the base, this Adept is gonna cause absolute mayhem. This is an awesome counter harassment from Scarlett. Behind this, there's a Robo and a Gateway in the production tab. She is gonna try and punish this as hard as possible. She needs that battery to finish. Look at it. She's gonna shade to it. And there we go. The shield battery finishes just barely. Oh my god. The Adept doesn't go down. It's up to 5 kills. The Zealot already had 4, remember. She's going to kill that Adept. Sorry, that Reaper. The Reaper goes down. Yes, the Adept's going to die, but the Cyclone was out anyway. It was a foregone conclusion that that would fall. The Barracks comes in, does not spot the Robo, and the 2 more gateways. It's going to be a 1-base, 4-gate Robo Prism Assault. Scarlett knows she has mortally wounded Reynor's economy. She knows he is going to struggle to hang on. And oh my god, he actually builds the command center in vision of that shield battery. So she knows there's a command center going down. If she wasn't already decisive enough with this plan, she absolutely is going to be now. Reynor here trying to do one of my favorite moves where you sneak a barracks into their main, build a unit, and then harass their mineral line, but 100% she scouts that. Yeah, he's building a marine and rallying it down here. Nice, nice. One of my favorite moves there from Reynor, but Reynor still doesn't 100% know about the lack of a natural. The Cyclone is what's going to actually verify that. There's already an Immortal out, and that kind of shows its hand. Reynor's like, okay. Okay, that Cyclone is even going to poke up the ramp because he knows those units are far away. That Cyclone's got to get the hell out of there now. And for Reynor, it's all about surviving at this point. He's building Widow Mines, a Medevac. I'd love to see a Viking out of him. I think a Viking and then more Cyclone production and just staying at home is like the most important thing he can do. But he's supply blocked right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man, that's disastrous. He canceled both Widow Mines as well, which is actually really bad. And his Viking, it's a Liberator he's trying to build. I don't think he can defend this. He's trying to land the barracks as a distraction. Scarlett's building a shield battery just in case a Banshee comes in, but she has got a big attack coming, and that Prism, that's the problem. There is 4 gateways. There's an Immortal, 2 Sentries, 3 Stalkers. A Cyclone can't defend this. Even 3 Cyclones will desperately struggle against this. The Medevac's there ready for the hot pickup. But, I mean, this is going to be terrible. Reynor's going to have to pull so many workers into this fight. He needs to hold on right now. He needs to buy time. The Liberator is almost here, but it's not ready just yet. That Cyclone taking a ton of damage. More Cyclones are out. We've got the repair here. He's going to need SCVs in the buffer as well. The reactor goes down. The factory taking a lot of damage. Here we go. Sentries are going to have to throw down a force field or two. The Warp Prism is actually taking a lot of damage. He's going to try and focus down that Warp Prism. The Warp Prism falls, but every SCV has gone down. The Liberator tries to siege up. It's not enough. The Cyclones are going to take out that Immortal. Some nice pullback micro from Reynor, but this was so well played by Scarlett. She knew exactly what to do to counteract this pressure. The Zealot across the map, blocking the wall off the way she did was so sick. And now, even though she'll get held eventually, she has mortally wounded Reynor's economy. 23 probes to 5 SCVs. Yeah, 1 base economy sounds kind of bad for Protoss. But 6 SCV economy, even with the double mules dropping, sounds kind of worse. Each mule being dropped out of the orbital is only worth about 4 workers because they're not constantly able to drop mules. So in total, it's about 4 workers consistently mining. So you can kind of count this. If I remember correctly, someone who's done the maths more frequently can check that and let me know in chat after this game. So I'd say, you know, the equivalent is Reynor at about 14, 15 workers, somewhere around there. It's not great. And with Stalkers still warping in 4 at a time, there's a natural on the way, more Immortals and Sentries on the way. These Stalkers, of course, can out-micro those Cyclones. I feel like Scarlett should turn and fight. She's thinking about it. She's got to turn and fight right now. I mean, that's easy pickings, those Cyclones. They've overstepped. Once again, Reynor trying that, haha, I'm annoying. Build a Marine in the main base move. I love it. I love it. He's just trying to distract. The Stalkers get pulled back. The Cyclones are going to run in, but no, that's a trap. That's a trap. Oh, you can't leave. Cyclone goes down. And Reynor knows he's done for. He taps out. The series is tied up. 2 wins, 2 losses. Good to see there. Both players very, very good with their off races, but looks like Scarlett does come out the victor in that one. And that's sick. That's sick, guys. We've got a great series on our hand. Kraken TV, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Water Drop in chat was saying it's about 5 workers. People saying 5. Yeah, each mule is 225. It's 200 to 225 minerals, Luke Bomber, not 250 anymore, I'm quite sure. But yeah, because it's not constantly mining, I'm pretty sure it's not 5 workers, guys. I think it's actually maybe 4. I think it rates at the, yeah, it mines at the rate of 5.5 workers or some shit like that. But it's actually because your mule runs out before you have another mule ready. So it's 3.5 workers according to Pursuit. Thanks, Trev. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I think it's somewhere around there. Did I just Alt F4? I think I just Alt F4'd accidentally. All right, guys. Next up, Cambob. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Scarlett is the first letter. Let's spin it. What matchup do we have? It is ZVP. Scarlett Zerg. Reynor Protoss. All right, all right, all right. And of course, this next map is Lost and Found. So, Lost and Found. Noise. Noise, 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 noise. Let's get this one going. Okay, I'll let them host this up since it keeps bugging for me. Lost and Found. Reynor, can you host, please? It's ZVP, Scarlett, Zerg, Reynor Protoss. Noise, noise, noise. So, this is going to be a tough match for Reynor. Sure. Oh, crack. My back is cracking like crazy. I had a great climb yesterday, guys. Went rock climbing. Felt like shit at the start, but by the end I felt amazing. So I'm a little bit sore, but feeling that good kind of sore. Cam Bob, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, my friend. Welcome. Can we see the HP of the Adept before the shield battery finished, says Shamala Phantom? Oh, I should have checked that. It was like 10. 5 to 10, somewhere in that range. It was very low. How do I get my Pokemon on the screen, says Lagman. I mean, it should be up there if you're a sub. Hopefully, yeah, exclamation mark, avatar, space, and then the name of the avatar, Zergling, Zealot, Marine, that sort of stuff. And it'll work out just fine. Ready? Good luck. Have fun. All right, guys, it is tied up 2 maps apiece here. This is a best of 9. As I said, from the semis onwards, it's just going to get closer and closer. I cannot wait for the grand finals as well. All right, we're going to get into this match. Let's go. There's so much excitement in here that my room is starting to get really hot. So I was like, oof, let's just open my door, let some of this passion filter out into the rest of my abode. Guys, it is time here for map number 5. It's tied up 2 maps apiece here in the Who is the Starcraft Master tournament. Down here in the bottom left, playing her main race, it is Scarlett. Up here in the top right, in the red, the Protoss player, the young gun from Italy, it's Reynor. So for you people who've just tuned in, let's do a rehash of the rules. The rules are, it's a best of 9 where all matchups must be played. Because we have the pleasure of casting this one live, rather than letting the players take alternating picks of which matchup they want to play, we are able to actually just spin that wheel. We've got a Monopoly wheel we're spinning between games. And we're just going, yeah, all right, we'll just spin that wheel, that's fine. Pick a random matchup. If it's been played before, then we pick it again. And the idea, of course, is we've played Protoss vs. Zerg already, but it was opposite. Reynor was Zerg, Scarlett was Protoss. Reynor managed to defend the Immortal Charge-Lot Prism, all in attack. It dragged on a bit. She took a third, but the Mutalisk counterattack got her. He did a really good job of breaking through her force fields and jumping on her Immortals and Archons. It was a good match, though. Let's see if Reynor can bring the fight to Scarlett as hard as she did to him. As definitely, you know, we get some matches where people would say, oh, this is silly. It's just going to be one-sided. Of course, Scarlet Zerg beats Reynor's Protoss. But we have had, so far in this tournament, 2 or 3 times where people's main race lost to another player's off race. It's worth the hype. Even though there's like 2 out of 3 times, it's like, oh yeah, the main race wins, the all-in doesn't work. Not only is it fascinating to watch the players try to make an all-in or a weird build work to make up for the skill and experience difference, but it's friggin' amazing when they actually make it work. When they actually manage to kill the other opponent's main race with their off race, it's so friggin' juicy. It's so good. It's so hype. And that's exactly why we don't mind having a few of those weird matchups. And of course, because we only get to play each matchup once, it ends up being very even. Now remember, Reynor won the Zerg vs. Zerg, guys. We've already played Zerg vs. Zerg, main race versus main race. He won that. And that's one of the most important matchups to win. But she did just win an off race versus off race. PVT. And now here, I mean, if she wins this match, that would be huge. Anytime you can win off race versus main race, that is absolutely monstrous. It gives you a huge advantage. We're going to have to see how this one plays out. It is a Stargate follow-up to the double Adept. Warp Gate now starts up. Obviously, delayed Warp Gate here for Reynor. And Queens are on the way. Creep spread going. Of course, Reynor blocked the third, the natural hatchery. Scarlett took the quick third, delayed her queen in the main base a little bit. No, actually, she still got that pretty fast. Okay, so she got a very quick third and that at the same time. Her link speed's almost ready as well. That Adept is like, oh shit, oh shit. That's a lot of Zerglings, guys. That's a lot of Zerglings. Oh my god, I was thinking this might be a good idea, actually. Ooh, Reynor's trying to get out of there with that Adept. It's gonna go down. Oh no, Reynor's actually taking a lot of damage with this Adept as well. Oh god, he hasn't microed that Adept Shade. He hasn't microed that Adept Shade. It's getting run down. Oh no, he's lost both Adepts. I was gonna mention that this is a good idea. So if you're playing someone, he really needs to wall off. He's gonna lose that Adept otherwise. If that shield battery, oh, 22 seconds until it's finished. I don't know if that Adept can hold. It might be able to. It's a very nice wall off here for Reynor, though. I think only one link can attack at a time, so solid wall off. Good wall off. But yeah, basically, if you see someone delay their warp gate this long, As Scarlett saw, her Overlord saw just how slow that warp gate was, and you see that there's surface area all along there and there. Sometimes it's worth Ling flooding, especially if you catch the first Adept or two, and just killing the Cyber Core, because you'll get it before warp gate finishes, even if they wall off and you don't crack them. You go for about 30 Zerglings and just go straight back to droning. You're going to force a big shitty wall off. Because your opponent's not main racing, they're usually going to struggle responding to that correctly. But Scarlett went for just a kind of medium number of Zerglings. She said, let's just go for about 12 Zerglings, surround the first two Adepts, get some momentum that way, and just go back to droning. And she's at 45 workers right now, 4 queens on the map. Reynor trying to play such a standard opening for the initial stage. Now he's getting a bit weird, going into the double Stargate Phoenix. I like the follow-up. I think the double Stargate Phoenix is really good. I know Reynor himself has talked about how he hates playing against this build. He feels like it's super powerful, so of course he's saying, you know what, I think it's so hard to play against this. Let's do it. Let's do what I struggle against. The Oracle gonna focus down some drones. There's no Spore Crawler here, but oh no, misfire there. The Oracle goes down and it wounds a bunch of drones. But, you know, wounding is not the same as killing. You might as well have done nothing to them, unfortunately. Oracle Micro is, I think, one of the most underestimated skills that people forget. You know, people think, oh, Oracles come in, turn on their laser beams, and that's it. But if you stack your drones, if you run them away, the player with the Oracle Micro, especially if they're microing a Phoenix at the same time, they have to do a lot of stuff to make that work. So Reynor not really finding any damage, 2 worker kills only. And Scarlett's already up at a big, juicy 62 drones. She's got that 4th base starting, roach speed. She doesn't build Spore Crawlers there. There's a lot of Overlords out in the open. She now has got to be aware of this. Oh, it's a 2 Stargate Phoenix follow-up. Already going for a queen, but nah. Transfuse is going to be there in time. Scarlett drops the transfuse. Reynor, you got to evacuate. He's going to try and pull back. Maybe grab some Overlords. Accept some lower quality targets. But those queens are definitely very, very good. The Phoenix here. Gonna come in, try and take out the Overseer, but no, even it survives. Oh, these transfuses, and a Phoenix goes down. Great focus fire there. Scarlett is shutting this down. Reynor trying to make it work here, but this is a very technical opening, guys. It is so hard to get the momentum going with this in a smooth way. I mean, he's got a 3rd up. He's going double robo. It's being played well by him. But it definitely feels like Scarlett's just one step ahead. She's got the pack of queens roaming around, dealing with the Phoenix. She's got Hydras on the way. She's moving this Spore forward. She's going to move her defense zone forward. 1 roach gets picked off. These Phoenix still looking for more damage right now. They're going to try and find an opening. They find 1 Overlord on the edge. They are going to keep going around. I mean, this is not a great units lost tab if you've opened Phoenix. You're meant to be up a few thousand resources because this unit fades in usefulness as the game goes on. You want to get value with them earlier because once there's enough Hydras out, you're not going to be able to engage front on. The Phoenix are going to be relegated to a small utility unit. They're not going to be useful in frontal engagements. Let's take a look back on his side of the map. Reynor dropping a Forge, not using those Stargates, stopped at 11 Phoenix here, is going to be going for double Immortal production, a couple of sentries. That's what you got to do to buy time against any potential Hydra push. It's just mass Hydra off 67 drones right now. I think Scarlett really wants to commit to a big push. These Phoenix are going to have to recall out of here, but oh, he's going to try and do a flyby on the natural. The Queens are there, though. The Queens are there, and Overseer goes down. The Phoenix try to juke back into the main, but I mean, they're getting a little bit cornered right now, and there we go. They are going to have to escape, but oh my lord, those Phoenix getting bruised and not really finding the damage they were looking for. Right now, though, Scarlett still is not utilizing that 4th. She is focusing on that Hydra count. She's up to 21 Hydras with the move speed upgrade. Range is on the way. +1 is on the way. Reynor's Phoenix standing idle. 1 Phoenix is punished for that. It does get slapped down. The Twilight Council only now starting. Storm is minutes and minutes away. It is nowhere near completion. It's just Immortals and Sentries for now. That's all he's got to work with against an encroaching horde of Hydralisks. You want to know what it felt like to be the fucking, I don't know, fucking Europeans and people down there on the Mediterranean when the Mongol hordes were coming? Because we're about to find out from Reynor's perspective as he just gets rammed over by a fucking horde of Hydralisks and Zerglings. There is just too much shit coming from Scarlett. If he holds this off, he is a wizard. This is going to be so hard. She's splitting up. She's going to attack from 2 or maybe even 3 sides. She's trying to break down those rocks. Those Phoenix want to find an angle. They're going to go north, but I don't think they can take on that many Hydralisks. And right now, Reynor's just outgunned and outmanned. It's pure Immortal Sentry against mass Hydras. He's going to try and withdraw to his shield batteries. His Phoenix looking for an angle, but they can't find anything. And Scarlett's going to say, come into the open and fight me. come and fight me. The Biles landing on those force fields, letting those roaches and hydras get back into the open area. And there we go, Reynor trying to pull Scarlett deeper, but he's run out of force fields. He's actually completely out of force fields. All of his sentries just barely short. The Phoenix dive forward, but that is just too much Zerg. Holy crap balls. Scarlett here with a very, very smooth opening. She droned like crazy and rolls over Reynor. Absolutely shuts down the attempted 2 Stargate Phoenix harass, and she takes the 3-2 lead after being down 0-2. Nice. Nice play here. The comeback path has begun. I was starting to think, is Reynor just too good? Is he going to destroy everyone? But no. No. Scarlett back up 3-2. 2 games from winning. Reynor needs 3 wins. Was I swearing a lot in that game from Twitch chat? I imagine I was. This is the fun of commentating on my own stream, guys. Get it all out here before BlizzCon. Fushino, thanks for the 5-month resub, dude. Really appreciate the support. Okay, guys, the next map is Fracture as we launch into map 7. And the matchup, Reynor, remember, is the first letter. Fushino, welcome back to the pigsty. Thank you very much for the support. Let's go. Reynor is the first letter. And let's see what matchup we get. It is going to be TVT. Ooh, yeah. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, this is one of the other matchups I was super keen for. I think Reynor is a bit favored in this, but this is going to be awesome. This is going to be so much fun. Holy shit. All right, let's go. So it's going to be TVT on what map did I say? It was Fracture. Whoa, it's a very small map as well. Okay. Damn. This is going to be cool. What's up? So Talk says that's going to be hilariously bad. Dude, have you seen Reynor's Terran? I know he didn't look as great in that TVP on Dreamcatcher. Scarlett clearly caught him off guard, but Reynor was smashing with Terran yesterday. And I was saying it just before, but she was saying that he's been beating Namshar on ladder regularly, like with Terran. He's been killing it. I don't know what his TVT is like, but Reynor's Terran is incredible. Scarlett's Terran is pretty damn good. I think she's going to have to do something a bit clever, though. I don't want to see her just sit back and expand, especially not on Fracture. I want to see her bring the fight to Reynor if she wants to break this young gun. All right. No, you can get kicked, mate. Get out of here. All right. TVT. Tell me when ready. I think Reynor might be ready. He says ready. Okay. Okay, we're gonna kick that player out of there, you piece of shit. And no worries. All right, we're launching into that next map. Just had to kick a few people trying to hop in the lobby like D-bags. Verkwer, thank you so much, Thunderbit here. He says I'm having so much friggin' fun, man. I don't you love how I censor my swearing sometimes? I'll be like, oh, blast. And then I'll be like, fuck shit. And I'm like, oh my god, pig. What the hell? So anyway, guys, it is time for the next map. We're launching into map number 6 here. 6? Is it 6? Yeah, 3-2, right? Map number 6, and then we've got 7, 8. Let me just very quickly double check that. Did I miss a map? Oh, we've got to repeat one of the maps, or maybe I think I just forgot one of them. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's get back into game. I'm just a bit confused looking at the maps about what maps get played next. We're on map 6, up here in the top left. In the red, the young gun, the Terran beast. It's Reynor. You probably know him for his Zergling counterattacks, but he is very good with his stim counterattacks and all sorts of stuff as well. Well, not counterattacks, but backstabs, I guess, right? He's more of like a... He's a skirmishing player, right? Constantly looking for small engagements, little backstabs, little maneuvers that come in from the flanks. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom right, she's been killing it with her Protoss and her Zerg. Can her Terran live up to the hype? It's Scarlett. Of course, Canada versus Italy here in the semifinals of the Starcraft Master tournament. We find out who doesn't just own with one race, who owns with all 3. Who is the true owner? Who is the true Starcraft Master? Sorry, I'll stop giving you guys seizures with my terrible observing. I get excited sometimes and I just want to zoom in on things. It's TVT on Fracture. It's a very small map. Both players opening up single gas. Pro players just love expanding, man. They love expanding. Now, that's interesting. I think Reynor's looking for proxies right now. Might go for a scout with this afterwards as well. And, oh my god, our amazing sponsor, Fekver has just gifted a sub to Casual Gamer No Flame. Thank you so much, and welcome to the Pigsty, Casual Gamer. Command center goes down on the low ground for both players. We see a second gas starting up for Scarlett here. Meanwhile, it's a slightly faster factory for Reynor. Factory goes down a few seconds later for Scarlett, but she's going to have a lot of gas, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the Cloaked Banshees or Libs out of her. Something very gas intensive if she wants to do that. Of course, guys, we are going to be giving away a couple of BlizzCon virtual tickets at the end of this series, and then we'll give away one more at the end of the second semifinals between Hero Marine and Kelazur coming up after this one. So hang around and make sure you're here at the end of the series. As soon as the series ends, we're going to open that raffle. We're going to have about 5 minutes at most of letting people enter it. Then we're going to draw 2 names. Skirmishing starts here. Reynor's got the SCV helping out the fight. And you know what? There's no second Reaper on the way. Oh god, Scarlett's taken way too much damage. She keeps jumping up and down, but she keeps taking extra hits because of it. And that SCV goes down on the low ground. Scarlett has been a little bit too greedy here, I think. Only, going straight into that reactor. She's got to wait for the Reaper to heal now. She's just like really antsy. That Reaper's injecting his drugs. He's injecting his drugs. And the Reaper's almost healed. She can go engage in a second. She's got to pull an SCV down. There we go. SCV is going to go down. So she should be able to push back this Reaper. But a nice bit of free damage for Reynor here. Just by bringing an SCV across to pair up with that Reaper. Back at home, double Cyclone on the way for Reynor. Meanwhile, single Cyclone for Scarlett. And it looks like she's also going to be going into Reacted Factory. Okay. So both players have decided Cyclones are a good unit to have. It looks like that Reaper's a little bit trapped. That Reaper does get shut down there, but I think it saw the Reacted Factory. Let's check his vision. Yeah, you see that, you know there's no starport. So the problem for Scarlett is she doesn't know what she's up against. So if she walks up this ramp into 2 Cyclones, loses her Cyclone, she is in trouble because there's a 3rd and 4th Cyclone already on the way for Reynor. Reynor here, he's holding that high ground. Scarlett, and she's only going to spot 1 Cyclone. She won't spot the second one. She loses it. Oh, she's got to get out of there. Oh no, she doesn't know about the second one. Oh no, Scarlett, she thinks it's a 1v1. Get out of there, she's got to run. Yeah, seeing the second Cyclone, she knows that there's definitely a good amount of ground units. It makes you think there's a much lesser chance of there being, of course, Banshees, but you still don't have the confirmation on whether or not your opponent's expanded. Scarlett's going to turn around and take the engagement. Those Marines doing some very nice tanking, but there's the 3rd Cyclone, the long grass. Of course, a very dangerous zone in these Cyclone fights. It's 3 versus 4. It's 3 versus 4. Reynor trying to bait her in. Scarlett, do not engage in that grass. There's a snake in there, and there's 4 snakes. There's 4 Cyclone snakes. Scarlett only now starting up 2 more Cyclones, but she does already have a 4th one out. Pull back, Scarlett. You've got a 4th one. There we go. She's able to hang on. Both sides massing Cyclones. They've decided, I understand TVT, it's about attack moving Cyclones. This way, it's a lot like playing Zerg. I don't need to micro my units. It's fantastic. I just kind of attack move and they do the job. It's Roach versus Roach, as Luke Bomber says in chat. Exactly. They're like, we managed to make it Roach versus Roach, guys. we managed to do it. Neither of them too keen on playing actual Terran, apparently. We've got an Armory on the way for Reynor. I think he wants to play some mech, and it looks like a second factory and reactor on the way for Scarlett. So Scarlett, she tried this against Showtime yesterday, where she wants to play a real battle mech sort of style. It didn't work out because she fell pretty far behind in the early game, but this time around it's okay. Reynor's up a few SCVs. He's got definitely an edge. But he's actually up 2 Cyclones as well. Oh my god, that's 8 Cyclones versus 6. Scarlett's going to need to be very quick on her Cyclone pool. Actually, she's got a 7th Cyclone. I think the defensive position trumps the extra Cyclone on the offense, because your Cyclones, only about 4 or 5 can wedge in at a time. And basically, Concave is everything in Cyclone battles. They are the most unmaneuverable shit unit in the game when it comes to trying to readjust Concave and force their way into a position. Like Stim Bio is very mobile, right? It can stutter step into a position and turn a bad position into a good one very quickly. Cyclones are the opposite of that. Cyclones are just like this derpy unit that gets stuck on each other. It's still building Cyclones. These guys are crazy. Reynor's gone up to 10. Scarlett's on 9. Scarlett! Oh no! Move command! No! She's got 4 Cyclones building. She's gonna have to pull her CVs though. She's got more Cyclones about to come down the ramp. But oh, she's got to set up her concave. No, she's engaging out in the open. This is a terrible engagement for Scarlett. Her Cyclones are in the main. They're not rallying down here. Oh no! I mean, that game was on Europe, so there's like a slight ping delay, but That was not the TVT I was hoping for. I thought Reynor was favored there. I just didn't think it would go down like that, where it's two Zergs brutally headbutting each other with cyclones, and then one of them accidentally headbutts, misses the other one knocks him out, quick KO, and it's like, oh shit, okay, I guess that just happened. The raffle is not going to open until after this series is finished, guys. So just because you see someone typing raffle doesn't mean you all need to start spamming it. Not that you've started doing that. I'm just preempting what I know happens every time goes on here. It's now tied up 3-3, guys. We might get a game 9. I'm excited. I'm excited. So I think that was Reynor on the first letter on the last one. Doesn't really matter. We're going to say Scarlett is the first letter. Let's spin the wheel. What matchup are we going to get? Scarlett's the first letter. It is TVT. We've already played that. Let's spin it. There's not many matchups left, so we've got to keep spinning it until we get one. TVP. With Reynor as Terran, Scarlett as Protoss. We already played that as well. Let's keep spinning the wheel until we get one of the very few matchups remaining. PvP, they already played that as well. Let's keep spinning it. Just keep spinning it. Just keep spinning it. Let's go. PvZ, we already played that from both sides. Okay, what matchups have we not seen? Let's actually think. We haven't seen Scarlett, Terran, Reynor, Protoss. Yeah, we still have TVP, Scarlett, Terran. Okay, I was doing it with the orientation. We still have TVP, Scarlett, Terran. Yeah. I was doing it you as first letter, but we can. Scarlett wants to play TVP. We can just Reynor is first letter. I mean, TVP is fine. Let's do it. What other matchups remain? Is it just because we've done... I'm trying to remember all the matchups we've done now. We've got TVP left, and TVP, ZVT, and TVZ are the remaining. Yeah, that's right, because it's 3-3 aside. Yep, okay, that makes sense. Yep. Okay. Okay, we'll do TVP, Scarlett, Terran, Reynor, Protoss. You host, please. Map is gonna be Parasite. So we're just doing it in order of the maps in the bracket was what we decided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we've only got 8 maps. I don't know why we should have a 9th map in there. That's weird. I think we've just been repeating a map each time. Oh no, there's Blue Shift as well. It's just under the description. Right. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. Never mind me, guys. We have Blue Shift in the map pool as well. So I'm just getting them to host up. Please host with WCS mod. It's NA, so it goes wrong server if I host. Thank you. Keeps putting me on AU when I host up. Fair queer with the 100-bit cheer. What's up, dude? Thanks so much. He says, how can a Zerg miss an A move? I know. I was making fun of the A move Roach battle, and then it was a move command. I was like, no. The problem there is even if she A moved, she would have been able to withdraw a bit easier. But yeah, she lost like 4 cyclones. Those cyclone battles are brutal. So unfortunately, Scarlett lost that one pretty one-sidedly. Lotzy with the 213 sub. What's up? Thank you very much for the support. Francis Capula with the Twitch Prime sub before as well. Much love, guys. I really appreciate the support. If you guys are new to the stream, please click follow. Consider subscribing. Consider... Oh my god, there's a lot of subs hanging out in chat, aren't there? That's awesome. Good to see so many people hanging out. What an orgy. Oh my god. Normally, I normally don't have as many people active. Maybe I need to put the expiry on the things a little bit quicker. But we're going to hop into the next map. Let's go. Ready. Good luck. Have fun, guys. Terran versus Protoss. It's tied up 3 wins apiece here as we go into another very important off-race versus off-race match. The TVZ and ZVT are the last 2. So this is a very important match because whoever wins this might have a favored match in the next one. Because we've only got left TVZ and ZVT after this, depending on, you know, which side of the matchup you're on. So this could be very, very close. This is already working out to be a very, very awesome series. I'm excited. Down here in the bottom right-hand side in the pink, the Terran player, it's Scarlett. And up here in the top left-hand side in the red, the Protoss, it's Reynor. Reynor, of course, representing Exceed Esports. Scarlett, I believe, is on Tollens Lions. Correct me if I'm wrong, Twitch chat. Believe that's her team. Obviously, they kind of recently formed or rebranded or whatever it was. Oh, that probe saw that SCV. Did Reynor notice that? Let's go to Reynor's. I don't think Reynor was paying attention. Scarlett definitely noticed it. But she put the barracks down anyway. She was like, I hope he's not watching. Scarlett lucks out with the proxy barracks. She lucks out big time. He's going for the double gas. I mean, the probe's going to spot it and know there's something up, but I really wonder how Scarlett plays this. What I like most from a Terran in this scenario, just build the factory at home, do a really chill build, just expand behind it, build a starport at home. Or I like you to go mega all in after the Reaper, build a tech lab, start making concussive marauders, rally cyclones across, try and kill them with concussive marauders and cyclones. Reynor here goes straight for the Chronode Zealot as well as the Cybercore, but he's not sending the Zealot across the map, I don't think. You notice his rally point is to the high ground. He's expecting the Reaper to come in from down here, jump into his base, so he's building a spotting pylon and standing a Zealot. But in fact, it's a Marine first and a Proxied factory, and it's a minute 45 and there's no factory at home. At this point, Reynor has got to start feeling a little bit of hair standing on it. He's got to be feeling a couple of goosebumps, for sure. He's going to send the Zealot across, maybe. Interesting. Oh, okay, a single Marine is going home, but if he finds this, is he gonna find this? Or is he gonna go south? Oh, if he went there, he could kill the reactor. He could kill the SCV. He could ruin her entire build, but Reynor not paying attention in the early game. That probe goes down to this Marine. That Marine needs to get in behind this wall in. Or that Zealot's gonna cause problems. But she's gonna send the Marine across the map. The Zealot says, get wrecked. Scarlett's like, ah, crap. So she's just going to have to leave an SCV or two repairing, I think. This Zealot is still scouting. Reynor's confused. He doesn't know what he's up against. He started a Stargate, but he's only got one Adept out, and we've already got double Cyclone on the way. Reynor doesn't know what's going on right now. Oh, man. Oh, he's about to find out. He's about to find out. Scarlett's just going to run there, and he knows. Reynor goes, oh, crap. It's reacted Cyclones. This is a heavy commitment. He needs to get a Chad Ray out of this Stargate ASAP. Immediately putting down shield batteries. He needs another pylon powering these structures as well, because that pylon could go down really fast. He's building a Stalker, another shield battery. A great idea there. And yeah, I mean, he needs a Chad Ray desperately. 2 more Cyclones on the way. Scarlett is not messing around with this. This one Zealot, it's going to drain money from Scarlett. This is useful, but it's not going to help the frontal fight. And the frontal fight might be where Reynor just loses this game. An Adept, a Stalker, and a Zealot. He's trying to play the Noah's Ark challenge, apparently. Build one of every unit. The Cyclones, I mean, they've got to launch in there. They've got way more damage than these units. These shield batteries are going to be finished soon. Oh, no, get out of there. Oh, Scarlett's going to wedge herself in the corner. Is this going to work? She's engaging out of range of those shield batteries. And, oh, my God, with the bunker building, the Marines in the back, this might just work out. Oh, wow, the Cyclone damage just smashes through that shield battery. But the probe's actually getting a good surround here. This is going to get held, the first wave, but there's 2 more Cyclones coming in from the right-hand side. That Adept is going to go down. And I wouldn't mind those Cyclones going up that ramp. There's an Oracle about to pop. That Zealot's still just being a bit of a dick, trying to work that wall down. These Cyclones are going to at least take out this Nexi. I think Scarlett realizes that she might be in trouble. That Oracle should go on the high ground, I believe, so that it breaks the contact here. Oh, he tries to micro it, but he went for it too late. You needed to do that earlier as Reynor to hang on. What he was trying to do was get on the piece of high ground. I'll show you guys. So if you go over the high ground, there's no high ground vision. It'll break the link, and then you can immediately re-engage. So that's why these pillars, if you, as Reynor, turn on your laser beam, immediately fly over that, and then go back into the fight, you're still going to be able to, you're actually going to wreck the Cyclones. He tried to do it there, but a little bit too late. That went down. And of course, that's a GG. Scarlett with the proxy reacted Cyclones. One more game for Scarlett to close it out. And this is where, obviously, the wheel spin is pretty important. But, don't get me wrong, Reynor can take out Scarlett. Terran vs. Zerg. The question is, can Scarlett take out Reynor? Terran vs. Zerg. We have to spin the wheel. And both players are going to be really crossing their fingers on this one. I'm not going to mince words. There's a big chance. At this point, it's so close. The wheel spin is everything. So the way we're doing this is Reynor is the first letter on the wheel. Scarlett is the second one, okay? Reynor's the first letter. Scarlett's the second one. And this wheel spin is very important. There's still a chance no matter which way this one goes, of course. But let's see. Reynor's the first letter. And we have to get TVZ or ZVT. So we're going to keep spinning until we get TVZ or ZVT. And it's TVZ. Reynor gets Terran. Scarlett gets Zerg. I'm sure Scarlett is heaving a sigh of relief because she knows it would be a huge uphill battle to take out Reynor's Zerg with her Terran. But Reynor's Terran is beastly, and he can absolutely do this. Not only that, but we are on Europe for the final map as well. So Reynor will have the ping advantage. She's got the race advantage. This is going to be amazing. My man. Flip a coin, says Shaker. And that's essentially what we were doing for choosing the map. But it... Whoa. This is a crazy intro thing going on right now. TVZ, Reynor, Terran. I just heard Apollo screaming in my game client. Sorry, guys. Apparently there's this really cool advertisement for BlizzCon going on. The final map is Blue Shift. Actually, sorry, this isn't the final map, is it? This is potentially the second last map. This is Cerulean. Cerulean Fall, which I think is a pretty balanced map, to be honest. So we're going to create that up, host it up, and let's see where this one goes. Damn. Reynor's Terran beating Scarlett Zerg. Seriously, Cicely Dobby? It's absolutely possible. Scarlett was saying how she's watched him beat players like Namshar on stream. Really good Zergs. I think with the EU ping advantage, he's actually got a pretty good shot at this. So take your time, guys. I'm going to say, you know, take your time. Take your time if needed. And tell me when ready. If they need a minute or two, of course, it is currently 4-3 Scarlett leading. Is she going to be able to close it out? Ooh. Yep. Ready? All right. All right. Ready. They're ready. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going. We're going. It potentially could be the last map, but if Reynor brings this out, then he is going to be playing on his Zerg against Scarlett's Terran for the final map. This is potentially it. Scarlett's looking to close out the series here on her main race. Reynor looking to close it out on his Terran. This is very, very close. People who are just tuning in are like, it's unfair. Trust me. Trust me. It's been a long road to get to this scoreline. Both players trading maps. Both players ending up with some impressive wins. Reynor won the Zerg vs. Zerg, remember. He won main race versus main race, but he has lost more of the off-race versus off-race matches. So this is going to be a tough one for both players. We're going to have to see what happens. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, in the pink, the Zerg player. She is Scarlett. Up here in the top right-hand side, in the red, the Terran player representing Exceed Esports. It's Reynor. Of course, Tollens Lions, Scarlett's team. And this is going to be amazing. This is going to be a great finish to it. I want to say a couple of quick shout-outs, guys. Hang around. If the series ends here, that's good for you guys in chat because it means before we head into the semis, we're giving away a couple of BlizzCon virtual tickets. We're giving away another one. So we're giving away 2 after this series and then 1 after the second semifinal, which we're casting right after this semis. We'll just have about 5 minutes of downtime between at most while we set up the second semifinal. Second semifinal will be cast off replays, but it was played just in the last week and has a couple of awesome maps. The next one, of course, is Harstem versus... sorry, not Harstem. I keep saying Harstem. Hero Marine versus Kelazur in that semi-final. So Scarlett here has gone for the Hatchcast pool. Looking good. And Reynor going for just a Barracks gas opening. Nice quick expand. Hello Zergling, welcome to the Pigsty. Croc, welcome back for the 3rd month running, as well as Lag Bees before. Really appreciate the support, guys. Thank you everyone who's really been kind enough to sub, donate, and of course, throw out some cheers throughout the stream. Big thanks to Verfakir, or Verkwer, or whatever, however we want to butcher his name today, for being an amazing sponsor, coming up with this cool idea of a tournament. This has been such a fun tournament, and I'm really looking forward to doing it. For those of you who are wondering when's the grand finals, been a few people asking, it's not going to be till after BlizzCon, because I am flying off tomorrow, and I couldn't get the matches played before then, unfortunately. But that's cool. So we'll be bringing it back on the New Balance. We'll be doing a big grand final best of 9 between the winner of this and the winner of Hero Marine and Kelazur after BlizzCon, pretty soon after I get back. So it should be amazing. And, alright. Reaper there. Look at this drone from Scarlett. Way hiding off the side in case Reynor wanted to stop this. Reynor's going to do the Reaper dance. Try and pick off a few of these Zerglings. But good dance by Scarlett. Queen's about to pop. Rotates the weakened Zerglings to the back. And injects a good. She's pulled all 3 off gas. The 3rd hatch is down. The Reaper finds that. And back at home, a Marine rejecting the Overlord. The factory's almost finished. No 2nd gas. And a very quick 3rd command center for Reynor. Reynor wants to just jump up to 3 base economy and then start pushing down the middle of this map. Awesome. We are going to see a macro TVZ. And this is the thing. People keep expecting cheesy builds out of these pro gamers. What they don't realize is just how strong their macro is, even with their off races. It is actually insane. It's actually going to be absolutely nuts. So it's going to be really cool. We've got Z Mick Auk in chat says, I feel like teaching Pig German pronunciation sometime. Well, I don't know. It's so much fun butchering your name. Do you really want that? Do you really want that, Z Mick Auk? Do you? No. It's too much fun butchering you guys' names in chat. You'll with your crazy names. If your name isn't Bob or John, good chance I'm going to butcher it. There's like, if it goes beyond 1 syllable, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, gang. Hellions coming in here. We've got Stim on the way behind this. Has Scarlett got any idea that this happened? No, she's got no info. She does not know what's up at all. So, Scarlett's just playing super standard. She's got 10 more Zerglings on the way, 2 more Queens. Nice creep tumor denial, actually. That wasn't even a cancel. Reynor's being so annoying. Just with a couple of Hellions. The other ones are just chilling at home. Really conservative, ready for any Ling run buys. Extra barracks going down, 2nd and 3rd barracks. Factory's building a tech lab to get tanks out. And that starport's going to go down as well, of course, for that medevac production. Ling's going around the left-hand side for a little bit of a counterattack as well as potential scouting. Queen's here roaming around. Look at Scarlett's vision. Notice how she's got these overlords everywhere. She's got Lings. She's looking for the angle these units are coming from. But right now, she gets caught out. She didn't have enough warning. Reynor's just going to dive in. And he has a solid wall in at home. But actually, that eBay is getting dangerously low. The Hellions do get 4 or 5 kills. But I think they might have to run home. Yeah, 2 Hellions do go down. Good trade for 6 drones. The Marines kill a few Zerglings. The wall holds strong. Reynor looking good right now, but he's getting very ambitious. He's thinking about diving even deeper. He feels like Scarlett's been a little bit greedy, and he says, I don't mind trading these Hellions out. Grabs another drone or 2 there, but nice drone surround there by Scarlett. That could have been a few more losses. In total, 7 workers do go down. Reynor has got that 3rd CC up, though. Has got a healthy worker count. Scarlett, double Evo chamber slightly behind. Her upgrades will be trailing behind Reynor's. Reynor's +1 weapons especially well underway. 4th and 5th barracks on the way. He's got his kind of haphazard building placement all over the place. And these Zerglings poking around. The siege tank, though, already securing this 3rd base location. And this is going to be a big setup. I feel like it's a good position for both players. The problem with losing the Hellions, of course, is the creep spread. How do you build a big advantage from this point? For Scarlett, it's all about the creep spread. And there isn't really going to be a moment to punish that until medevacs hit the field. And that's the big thing which this build is trailing on for Reynor. The 2nd medevac only now queuing up. It's going to be about 7 minutes by the time Reynor gets down there. And Scarlett, you can see the focus she's putting on that creep spread. We're on Scarlett's camera right now. You can see she's going around her bases. She's injecting. She's building more units. She places down a Hydralisk den. She's going to put some more creep tumors. Yeah, she's really focusing on spreading. If she can get that up to the halfway point on the map, it's so hard for Reynor to put a dent in that. And that's what buys her time, especially with this Hydralisk style. Now, with this 4th base on the left, she's really got to focus. Let's go back to everyone's camera on this high ground area. She's got to get creep up there as well as through the middle. That will allow her to flank any sort of Marine tank push. Reynor is now finally moving out with a double stem Marine drop. Reynor here. I'm starting to think of him as like Clem because his Terran's so damn good. He's got 3 more barracks on the way. He's going to go an 8 barracks, hard push style. Very innovation-esque. Comes forward with a nice scan. And, oh, does realize there's an extra creep tumor there. That was absolutely worth the 2nd scan. Otherwise, that creep tumor would have ruined him. It's so bad if you miss one of those creep tumors beyond what you've cleared because it just slows down the clearing massively. Going to see another scan from this side. Stim in. Sees that there's not a lot of drones on that base. And that's good for Reynor. Reynor is just going to say, okay, that's fine. We're just slowing down the creep and most importantly, building the tank count. Now, he's got to start Marauder production if he's playing this style. We've got one tech. Oh, another reactor. Really needs tech labs on these barracks over here. Left-hand side, the Marines come forward, but Scarlett pushing it back. She's got 11 more drones. She's building Hydras. She's got an infestation pit on the way as well. Scarlett setting up for the macro game. +2 weapons is on the way, but there was not enough gas for +2 armor. Reynor here playing a 5-gas style. He does not plan on taking that gas, but he does need these tech labs. Oh my god, another reactor. He's playing full innovation style. This is one of the most mid-game pushing styles. He needs to do damage before Ultra's 100% or he's in huge trouble. With this style, you play so heavy on the Marines, you need to do the damage early on. He's got another double drop coming through, clearing this creep very nicely. The maneuvers from Reynor, he's really pushing back her map control. Don't get me wrong though, Scarlett is on 83 drones. She's got a large economy. The drop on the left side has been anticipated. On the right-hand side, he's going to pick up at the last second. He withdraws on the right-hand side after spotting those Zerglings in the main. Scarlett not taking any damage. The unit's loss tab still very small on both sides. And remember that +2 armor only now being remembered by Reynor. As there's a lull in the combat, the Hive has started. The 4th command center started. Another barracks going down. What the? Oh my lord, I think Reynor's going to go fast ghosts after a bit of a Marauder swap, but he needs that Marauder production. If you're playing so low on tanks, so heavy on the bio and the barracks, I really do feel you need those Marauders in there. So it's good to see he's remembered concussive shells. He's going up to his 9th barracks. And he's trying to redrop here. Oh, Scarlett, I think, realizes he might not be watching that, but Reynor's just look. Oh no! Oh, that's nasty. Loses 2 medevacs full there with a bit of a sloppy move command. A drop on the right-hand side, still trying to slow down the creep, but look at this. Every time he cleared the creep, Scarlett was so good at respreading it. And this push has taken a long time to get together. Yeah, +2 attacks almost ready. But guess what? Scarlett's almost got her 2-2, and she is ready to ambush any move out on the map. She is going to buy herself so much time. And is it going to be ghosts or libs added onto this? We've got only 5 medevacs on the map, 2 more on the way. He wants a few more medevacs before he goes into libs. Hasn't got a Ghost Academy yet. This drop on the right-hand side, we see Scarlett quickly responding to this. Lings and Hydras working their way down, but she is ready to start attacking as well. He's very deep on the map, is Reynor, and at the same time, a huge counter swing there. Scarlett was thinking of jumping on the tanks. She took her volley and she pulls back. She's going to try and hit the right-hand side. Oh, that's going to be a supply block of doom if she breaks through there. That armory is exposed as well. That tank, though, does siege up. She's going to break down the armory as well as a few depots. Reynor will push her back for now. But 6 Vipers are on the way. Oh my lord, 6. That seems like too many. An Ultra Cavern is on the way. Adrenal Glands and 3-3. Scarlett takes the lead in the upgrades. So right now she's 2-2 versus 1-2. Soon to have +2 armor finishing for Reynor. But Reynor has not started 3-3. And Reynor, as I said earlier, is on 9 barracks bio. You can build a lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders, but the Ultras do not care about Marines, and that's why Reynor wants to do something now. The problem is he only has 10 Marauders. He really needs to pre-split his Marines. When you've got this many Marines in your army, you've got to set your units up on a pre-spread. Scarlett, of course, looking like she wants to counterattack on the right-hand side. Right now, she's making a ton of Banelings, a ton of Zerglings, finishing her max out. She's going to run in on that right-hand side, but I think the bio is going to be able to deal with the Banelings. Oh, I'm casting like Mole Trap, apparently. Get rid of the Banelings. It's a nuclear worm. The nuke's gonna go off. I'm just gonna screech into my mic a little bit more just to try and push away any of you who are having a good time. Sorry about that, guys. The Vipers are coming forward. The siege tanks are a little bit clumped. Blinding Clouds will be massive. There's a Lingbane flank on the right-hand side. Here we go. Blinding Clouds start to land. The Marines pulling back. But oh no, that's a lot of Blinding Clouds. A lot of the Banelings actually gunned down there. Reynor's count of Marines is off the chain. What the hell? How did he even manage to hold that position? I don't know. There's still more Banelings coming in, though. I thought he was going to get completely wrecked one-sidedly. Nonetheless, Scarlett's Remax is on the way, and Reynor needs to get the hell out of Dodge. Yes, he's got a 4th on the way, but right now, it is a massive Remax of 3 Ultras and 90 Zerglings. There is going to be so many more Banelings. She's kept 9 Hydras alive. Her Vipers are refilling. Reynor trying to get across this map. He's on 2-2. He's not even making 3-3. I mentioned it earlier, with a mass barrack style, you really do not have a lot of longevity. You've got to get the damage done here and now. Oh my god, this creep tomb is everywhere. Scarlett infesting the map like the dirty Zerg that she is. She's going to think about jumping on that army, but that tank there, of course, scaring her off. She doesn't know what she's going into. And this is an awkward angle to engage. I would not encourage Scarlett to engage here. She drops a parasitic bomb on a medevac and pulls away. That was the correct call. If Scarlett were to commit there, that would have been a disastrous engagement around the terrain, all attacking from one angle. She's going to send all of her Zerglings across the map, and Reynor, caught with his rally, just spread out. A few units there go down. All of his bios stimming back. Those Zerglings going to have to bail. Oh, that command center taking a lot of damage. The tank goes down, as well as any stragglers. This base has to get lifted. Reynor is on the back foot. Scarlett regains the left-hand side of her map. She still has not respread creep there, but she's maxed. She's got a 20 army supply lead, and most of the bio is deep in the orange. The blinding clouds go down. The bio trying desperately to get up that ramp. The Marauders trying to stop the Banelings. They're going to be able to for now, but the Ultras with 3-3 don't care about your Marines. And Scarlett manages to hold firm, plays a very safe, calculated Zerg versus Terran, takes out Reynor there. Of course, closing it out 5-3. She established her lead by winning multiple off-race matches. She lost the Zerg vs. Zerg to Reynor. She was down 0-2 at the start of this series, but she manages to rally it together. It's a shame we didn't get to see, of course, the opposite side of that matchup, but the fact we made it to map 8 in yet another Scarlett series was insane, inside of all around the membrane. Let's look at some of these beautiful unit stats. We don't look at enough with pro games. Almost 400 APM for Scarlett. Almost identical for both players, in fact. And we did see 206 units killed by Scarlett, 282 by Reynor. GG, well played. That was an amazing, amazing series.